Okay, welcome back. Thought I would do you a bit of a product review today. Not sponsored, but I do shop in Lidl quite a lot. And this is their brand, Cien, not Cyan, that's the colour anyway, isn't it? Isn't it? So yeah, I picked this up today, literally about an hour ago. Okay. See, these are all brand new. Yeah. If the instructions don't use it in the bath, some people you gotta tell these things to. I don't see how you could use it in the bath anyway, unless you used a very long extension lead, because you've got 3-pin plug. Most bathrooms have a shaver socket, so I don't see how. But just in case, electricity and water do not mix well. So anyway, I've got a hairdryer. You might think, well, you ain't got no bloody hair. You don't need a hairdryer. Well, my son is a bit of a what's the word? Arsehole, yeah. But he's got long hair. I don't know what look he's going for, or what style you would call it. Kind of like a grungy look, Kurt Cobain styly hair. But so I thought I'd get this for him, partially, and partially for myself, because I have got another hairdryer, but it's packed away in the garage at the moment, and I've got to do a lot of work to get to it basically. And I've got some heads that I want to swap. So the idea is to heat them up. You can dip them in boiling water, that works as well. But this hairdryer is ideal for transferring heads around and other things that you might not be able to dip, might not be easy to dip in, like hands. If you want to swap hands out, sometimes it's just easier to use a hairdryer on the joint. You can dip them in water as well, but I just prefer hairdryer. So it's got, I don't know if you can see on there, it's got a couple of settings, 1 and 2, and it's also got a cool shot, which I thought didn't even realise it had, which is quite a handy feature. Don't know what it's going to sound like on here, but let's try it. That's very pleasant. Let's try number 2. Ooh. So the cool shot obviously turns off the heating element in there, and it just blows cold air on your face. So if you're drying your hair and you get a little bit hot and flustered, the coolness just sort of cools you down a bit. So that's nice. Apparently it's for setting hair in a certain style. We use the cool shot, but that's it. I mean, I think this was $7.99. It's got a little hook there for hanging on a hook, like they do in the barbers or the hairdressers, wherever you go. I don't go to the barbers much. I usually just zip it off down to bonehead. But yeah, so I got this more for the figures and my son, because yeah, he needs a hairdryer, because he's got so much hair it just takes ages to dry with towel. And so yeah, nice little item, that $7.99 from Lidl. grab them while stocks last. Tell them I sent you. They might and share. Oh, where's my code? I've got a QR code. I could have put in the video and there. Yeah, you could have scanned your products using my code, and then I'd get the points. I'd get the kickback, wouldn't I? But anyway, that's not what it's about. I just thought I'd do a silly little video. Yeah, if you're heating up, if you are swapping over the head sculpts and stuff, do one now. Why not? This has also got overheat protection in it, so if you are heating up a head sculpt or something and it's very close to this, sometimes that can overheat the element and it'll cut out for a minute or two. Let's feel that. It's a bit more pliable than it was. It needs a good bit more heating up. So it's not scalding like the other hairdryer I've got heats up stuff really quick. So I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm going to just do it again. Still not very hot, but it's hot enough to make it a bit more pliable. Come on, come on. Oh no, it doesn't. It needs more. Yeah, I'm quite impatient, so let's get a bit. There we go. So I'm going to transplant that head onto another body, because this body, I put some batteries in it and it has got a sound feature, and it does do a bit of a but I just don't like this sort of waistcoat, and I don't like this. The sound feature isn't very good, very loud. I bought this lot basically just for the head sculpt, which is a bit of a waste of money, but there's some good parts that I got in this job lot. I got this astronaut. The boots are pretty decent. I might use those for another figure. I got this scuba guy who's a bit rubbish. He might be getting donated to the charity shop. Likewise with this guy, got a pair of baggy shorts. I don't think they originally come with him. The head sculpt's interesting. Might be able to swap that onto a don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I have to have a think about that. And these boots are interesting. Also come with some other boots in the box. These will definitely come in handy. These are kind of like astronaut type boots. I think these ones come with the white astronaut modern action man. And these ones here, again, interesting design. Might come in handy for that. So I think I've got a quite nice little lot there. Not a lot of money, and I have customised one of these outfits before. Come out okay, but yeah, under there's a decent body with pretty good articulation, no rubber body, so I could always swap that head. And that's a different type of body. This type of neck here, like the flat neck, I could put a vintage Action Man head onto this body, and that would be perfectly fine. It's weird how they do some of these, or they did these bodies, some of them with this type of recessed neck. As you can see here, this one with just the straight cut there, but other than that the body is identical. Hasn't got the blue pants, it's just flesh coloured. I was going to say underpants, but it's not. It's not even got it hasn't got anything going there. But this one was made in 1996, so that's good to know, because I am after these type of bodies. Great articulation, and you can just heat this head up again and stick a vintage Action Man head on there for just the army build. That's one way of doing it. A lot of the modern Action Man figures are like this. So what are you going to do with that? You can stick him in the water and have him swim a bit. A lot of them with these fixed arms, and some with the rubber legs. These are just solid. They don't even bend at all. You've got a bit of articulation at the foot there. I think this guy was supposed to float, but I don't see me using that. But yeah, this is more of a review for the hairdryer. And yeah, it's decent. It takes a bit longer than the other one I've got, but it's not going to be as harsh on my son's scalp, I don't think. And it's also got that cool shot feature. So yeah, for £8, I'm pretty happy with that. This will do in the meantime, because I need to get into the garage and get the other hairdryer out for my figures, and I'll just keep this one as a backup for my son. But yeah, Lidl do some good products. I mean, this make, they do mostly body wash and shampoos and hairsprays and all that sort of stuff. Haven't seen any sort of products like this by this company before, but yeah, it's probably made by another company. What it says there, if anybody in Germany or Europe know that company there, if it's focusing, OWIMGmbH and Co.kg, based in Germany. So it's probably like, I don't know, you tell me. It's Cien, a company that does lots of electronic products like this. All I can say is what I can see. Say what you see. It does exactly what it says on the tin. As long as it don't break within 5 minutes. That's all you want for £8, isn't it? I mean, I know some women spend, 30, 40, £50 on a hairdryer, but really, what are you going to do with it, with all these attachments and diffusers and the rest of it? This has got this attachment. Let's see. That focuses the blast more. Yeah, that would be good for getting the hair off when you're covered in hair clippings. That's what they use in the barbers, just to knock it off. Yeah, well, I'm more than happy with that. Maybe I'll try this attachment when I swap this head out for a another one. I was going to say vintage Action Man head, but I was thinking, have I got another one that I might stick on that body? I think I do. I'm not sure if it's that type of neck though, if you know what I mean. I've got a custom head sculpt that it was basically a Buck Rogers head that was painted and flocked, and I was looking for a body to stick that on. This might be ideal candidate, and then repaint the rest of the body green to sort of match up with that. Interesting. I will investigate and come back to you. And this guy, I'm not sure what he's going to be used for. I used this head before on my Action Man Street Fighter Ryu. I could do a Ken version with this, couldn't I? But yeah, I just love this head sculpt. I think it's great expression. You could use it for a Rambo, a Scarface, for any sort of soldier, marine. And I will just probably swap another head onto this body and donate it back to the charity shop, or stick it in a bundle on eBay. Thanks for watching. If you've watched this long, comment hiya or hiya. Take it easy. Bye bye.